after some incredible adventures in the central highland, we decided to explore the southern part of Iceland, mainly following the ring road. We'll be starting with Seljalandsfoss and will continue with the popular locations like Skogafoss, Vik, Jakursharlon and many more in our unique way.
We just reached Selyalandsfoss very early in the morning to explore the area without any crowd.
Pass behind the waterfall. This is an incredible experience, I must admit. Now it's time to visit Gljufrabui Falls.
There is too much spray inside, so we decided not to take video. But we did take the classic shot of Gljufrabui Foss. This time finally the photographer is in the frame. Our next stop is the famous Skogafoss. Our next destination, Kvernufoss.
It's not very popular, but it's amazing. Like Selyalandsfoss, here also you can go behind the waterfall. We have spent some lovely time today from the early morning exploring several waterfalls of the region. After this, we will go towards Vik, and on the way we will go to another popular place. Hopefully again without any crowd. Here is the customary visit of the abandoned DC plane on the Black Beach at Sólheimasandur. Here comes the famous Black Beach of Vik, very early in the morning. It's actually Reynisfjara Beach and is the most popular black beach of Iceland. This rock cave is one of the specialities of this beach. The carvings inside are beautiful. Now we are going to a secret part of the beach. We have just arrived to Vik. It's a small town but has a lot to explore, starting with that little church. The Vikurkiska church is one of the most photographed buildings of Iceland. For the 300 inhabitants of Vik, it's considered to be the safest place to escape to in case of a sudden Katla volcano eruption and flood. These blue lupins are everywhere in Iceland and they look absolutely stunning around Vik. There is also a local beach which is comparatively less popular and crowdless. Here comes a bird-eye view of the Dyrhólaey arch as seen from the lighthouse. Finally, the famous Dyrhólaey lighthouse itself. We have a very happy memory of witnessing amazing northern light from this location on the New Year Eve of 2017. Lots of puffins can be found at those cliffs. We started the next day a bit late and first visited the Skogafoss and then the famous columnar waterfall Svartifoss. Then we took it slow and ended the day with a visit to the Fjaðrárgljúfur canyon. We didn't like the new path though. It has spoiled the natural view of the location compared to what we saw in our last visit of 2016.
Here comes Jakursharlon, probably one of the most famous sites of Iceland. This is basically a melted glacial lagoon. It's of ice and water coming straight from Vatnajökull, which is the largest glacier of Iceland. lagoon, there is a black beach. It's called Ice Beach.
There is a little canal that floats ice from the lagoon and the ocean waves push them into the beach. It's also called Diamond Beach.
Want to have some ice from Iceland?
Finally, we can see some of the inhabitants of the lagoon. The lagoon is full of life and has a good amount of fish reserves that attracts a lot of northern fulmar. These birds can be found all over the Europe during different seasons. They fly up north during the summer and come back to south in winter. We felt like we could watch this ice floating on the lagoon forever.
Magical, isn't it?
Now the place started becoming crowded and slowly losing the charm of isolation. So it's time for us nocturnals to venture to a rather remote location. We already had our reward of an early 3 a.m. start. Today we had yet another very early start to catch the first light. As we keep following the weather in Iceland, we have started a little before midnight from Skogafoss, which is around 230 kilometers away, and we already drove 3.5 hours including some little stops. Seems we are right on time to catch the magical light.
We just came to the famous black sand dunes of Stokksnes.
And here is the famous Fjaðrárgljúfur. All the efforts feel worthwhile when you can experience such a natural wonder without the hassle of urban life and be there peacefully to call it a moment for ourselves. And finally, our last location of southern Iceland, the mighty Haifoss and Gljufrabui. At 122 meters is the fourth highest waterfall of Iceland.
you.